bored, the dromedary yelled. I'm so bored that if nothing happens, I will stop existing. All creatures listened mesmerized, not understanding what bored meant. Bored is feeling impatient or dissatisfied because you have nothing to do. The tree lividly questioned.
Wait, what's lividly?
Lividly?
Yeah, what does that mean?
It means extremely angry or reddish, grayish, bluish, but in this context, extremely angry.
Okay.
Yeah, so if you have questions, just ask. The tree lividly questioned, but how can you not be doing something? Aren't we always doing something? The dromedary nodded. No, you can still be bored. And when you're bored, you're still doing something, right? The said Finn.
What is Vin?
Finn?
Yeah.
Energetic. Energetic. So the sense as the energetic.
Okay.
The dromedary said this out loud. One back home. One cup? Yeah. The dromedary said this out loud, to which the snake replied, Good for you. If you walk, you won't feel bored any longer. How would you know? You cannot even walk. Oh well, it's boring anyway. The snake shook his head, and therefore his whole body. Again, the dromedary nodded. No, I can't. I'm too bored to do it. I'm bored of sand, of yellow, of wind, of the sky, of the other creatures. She saved some food supplies for the journey, and Greta nicely took off. It's to escort in a courteous manner. The snake, the tree, and the sand turned around and continued doing their things. The dromedary said nothing other than the words, I'm bored. I'm so bored that if nothing happens, I will stop existing. She continued walking, without looking around. She just looked straight ahead, and didn't realize she had crossed 2 fields and sepia-toned forests. All of the creatures turned away when they saw the nearing dromedary. With every step, her perpetual boredom spread.
What does that mean?
Which one? Step?
Perpetual boredom.
Never ending or changing, continuing in this case, like with every step, her continuing boredom spread.
Okay.
It wasn't boredom which spread though. It was a grey-colored smog surrounding her. She had a small break at the top of a mountain and ate and drank her last supplies, which she had saved in her hump. Just like the thing on the back of a dromedary. Even though she finished everything, it felt as if her hump wasn't getting any lighter. For a moment she didn't think about her boredom, distracted by the view in front of her. Then she realized how bored she was again, and continued her journey, her hump feeling even more heavy than before the break. She walked down the mountain into a green forest, where there were sounds she wouldn't have been able to imagine, if she would have just paid attention to listening to them. All she could hear was her own voice. I'm bored! I'm so bored that if nothing happens, I will stop existing. She got quiet when arriving at an open spot in the forest, where the trees rose highly above her. All of a sudden, for only a brief moment, a feeling different from boredom overwhelmed her. Tears welled up.
What is that? Crucial?
It's a castaway, someone who's isolated or without companionship.
I say, okay.
Or without companionship. The trees murmured to the lonely dromedary, to the cruiser in this case. She quickened her pace, wanting to leave these boring trees as soon as possible. She almost ran out of the forest. That's how quickly she moved with 4 feet, each one after the other. Just in time, she stopped before falling into a dark hut she was not familiar with. It had unexpectedly taken over her whole sight. In front, on the left, on the right, even above. Just not behind her. Come on, you're bored anyway. Maybe it's better to be afraid and feel something than to be bored and feel nothing. The dromedary looked around, but could not figure out where the voice was coming from. You've been complaining the whole way about feeling bored, but I think there's another feeling inside you. No, I'm just bored. Come on, prove you're a real dreadnought then.
Wait, what's a dreadnought?
That's a funny one actually. It has a lot of meanings, this word. In this case, it's a fearless person or a fearless dromedary, but it can also mean a battleship armed with heavy guns, or thick cloth, or type of an acoustic guitar with a large body and loud sound. But in this case, it's a fearless person.
Dromedary.
Fearless dromedary. Yeah. Come on, prove you're a real dreadnought then. I don't have to prove anything to anyone. Coward, the whispering voice said. Before the voice could say anything more, the dromedary jumped in the collar and experienced something she hadn't ever. A feeling cold but tickling through her short hairs like a liquid wind. She laughed, and the liquid wind entered her mouth and warmed her from inside. Moving her feet, going deeper and deeper into the water until she reached the bottom, which did feel familiar. It was the same sand she grew up on, now just differently colored. A creature, which would be most similar to a bird, looked at her. It was as if she was flying in the water. Fins of dew. What are you carrying in that hump of yours? The dromedary looked around at her hump. Just some foods and drinks, she answered. Yeah, the fish answered. What did you say? Are you sure that's what it's filled with? The dromedary thought for a second. She ate and drank everything she brought already. Then what is it filled with? She quietly questioned. The fish shrugged her fins. Could it be that you've been carrying something else all along? Something heavy, something not physical? Like what? How could I know? I don't even have a home. Could you check? There's a little door on the right side. The fish opened the little door on the right side of the hump and gasped. What is it? The dromedary asked, panicking. What is it? Tell me. The fish couldn't react. It took a few endless seconds before she spoke the words. I'm not sure how to explain barracknosis. Maybe have a look for yourself, and you would understand. Barracknosis, by the way, means knowledge that cannot be obtained by normal means. The dromedary turned her head and got a glimpse of the inside. She gasped. It felt like she had opened the window of a house that had been burning in the sun for way too long and was desperately in need of fresh air. A new wind blew in, stroked the inside of her body, took the stuck bits of sadness and blew it out in the endless water. She started to cry. She cried so much and so loud that from that day the ocean was salty. The fish rested one fin on her shoulder, so her whole hump was emptied. When she could see through her eyes again, she saw the dark blue, the other creatures around, the shimmering of the sun on the surface of the water. She missed the snake, she missed the sand, the yellow, the sky. After thanking the fish who closed the little door, she returned to the desert. Her journey was slow and different. She could see again, feel again. Her feelings were no longer neutral and gray. They were deep and high. The trees made her experience immense sadness. The grass evoked colossal ecstasy. But it was all good, because she felt and was, which she hadn't been in a long time. It is way better to experience this intensely than to feel nothing at all. The dromedary put one foot in front of the other. She took in the fresh air of the trees in the sepia-toned forests, laughed while being tickled by the teal fields, and did not say a word, but just smiled.